Yo guys, it's Slyroh. You already know that it is that time again. It is time to look at the anime that is upcoming for the next season. This is going to be the summer season of 2023. The spring season had a lot of shows to watch, and I've had a hard time keeping up with all of them. So, in a weird way, I really hope that there's not that much to watch here, because I kind of overcommitted myself last time, and it's a problem. But I'm still interested in looking at what is going to be coming out. And I mean, if it's something that's fire, I'm just gonna have to watch it, and I'm gonna have to figure it out. Whether I have time or not, I'm just gonna have to make some time. So I'm gonna probably be a little bit stricter with what I choose to watch this season, just because I don't have that much time between anime and games. There's just a lot of games that I want to play, and so that's taking up a lot of my free time. But we're just gonna run through it and see. If you haven't watched me do one of these before, it's pretty simple. I just look through, and I can generally tell if I'm gonna like something based on the tag's description, and I'll use things like the studio that does it, and other sort of means to decide I'm gonna watch something or not. That being said, if there's something that I pass over that you think I should watch, and I don't seem to have a strong reaction to it, with enough hype, you might be able to get me to watch it. I literally was pushed to watch Oshinoko from last season just as a result of that, despite the fact that I definitely said I wasn't going to watch it when doing this video. So this is not set in stone, but this is just my first impressions. And looking at this first page, I'm already not liking what I'm seeing, because I see too much good stuff already. So let's go ahead and just jump right on into it. Let me know if you see any shows that you're going to be watching, or anything that you're hyped for. And let's just go into it and hopefully not take too much time. So we're instantly just starting off with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. I'm a big fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. I really enjoyed the first season. It's not like the best anime of all time, but it does not have that many flaws from what I can tell. So, and I started reading the manga, but then I kind of fell off. I don't think I've read past the end of the first season, but I think I know a couple of spoilers that actually kind of make me hype. I just really think that this is going to be really good. And there is a note that says consecutive 2 core seasons, so I think it's going to be like another 24 or 25 episodes, something like that. So that's going to be awesome. So definitely looking forward to that. So I just opened it up in a new tab. I'm just gonna keep a tab on everything at the top, and then I'll do the whole thing where I add it to my plan to watch list later. Mushoku Tensei, second season. I have not watched this, but I've heard the hype around it. My boy RTK has tried to get me to watch it, and I haven't gotten yet. But the best way to get me to watch or play something is for a sequel to come out. So the second season, I'll at least start watching it and give it a chance. Whether I make it to the second season or not, that remains to be seen. It depends on if I like it or not. But I'll give it a chance. Okay, I will give it a chance. Okay, I was about to say, I was just like, can I get some English titles? I saw a lot of Japanese here. I was just like, wait a minute, something's not right. I usually have this one in English, so okay. Okay, this is just the Misfitted Demon King Academy 2. It's just like more Misfitted Demon King Academy. I watched the first season, and I thought the second half of the season sort of fell off. I didn't really even bother watching the second season. I think this is just a continuation of that, so I'm just going to pass right over that. One Piece is always there. It's always there for you. Not for me, though, because I haven't watched it, but maybe someday. But, I mean, I've been talking about my lack of free time. That is definitely not going to help if I try getting into that. We have Horimiya, the Missing Pieces, which looks like it's just going to be some side stories that maybe take place during the original story or whatever. And especially if this gets some focus on some of the side characters, I'm super into that. I think Horimiya is great. And I think the worst part of it is the main two, and specifically the girl. I was like, what's her name? I was like, one of them's like Hori something, one of them's Mia. I think her name's Hori, and then his name is, it's not just Mia, it's like Miyano or something. I don't know. So it depends on what these stories focus around. But if it's just gonna be like little fun short episodes, revolving around the characters and just vibing out, I'm kind of down for that. So I will also probably be planning to watch that. Oh gosh, we have Masamune Kun's Revenge R, which is the second season of a show that I have not been watching or heard anything about, so I don't need to worry about that. We have Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. Okay, did it get split into separate things? Okay, because I know that was happening, and then I guess it's just the next part of that. I am not the biggest Bleach fan, so I did not start watching the 1000 Year Blood War, and I guess it's just a continuation of that. But I hear it's pretty highly receptive by Bleach fans, so that's all good for that. Devil's Part Timer Season 2. Again? Wasn't there already season 2 of this? Because there was a that was supposed to be like last year, and then I said I was gonna watch it, and then I never did. And I thought it came out though. Interesting. So I don't know if this is just a continuation. I don't understand the labeling of this, if that's true. But at this point, I'm not gonna commit myself to watching it. The girl I like forgot her glasses. Okay. A slightly shy middle school boy has a crush on a bespectacled classmate. Wish she would look at me, even if it has to be through thick lenses. What? New seating arrangement, forgotten her glasses again. When she gets up close to him to try and see. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess if the characters are really, really good, this could be good. I have been finding that I'm really down for just some, like, chill vibe, like, romance type stuff. I guess I will do my due diligence and at least see if, like, the manga that it's based on is, like, rated highly, like, at all. It has, like, an 8, so, I mean, that's generally pretty good. I'm gonna have to wait to hear really, really good things about it, just because nothing immediately pops out at me, but, I will keep that in the back of my mind, to see. We have the quintessential quintuplets. I think this is the movie that's coming out. Yeah, it says TV special, so maybe it's just like a special thing. But I have seen the first 2 seasons of this. I think it's good, not great. I'm not sure if this is something that I'm super invested in going into the future. But again, I'll sort of keep it in the back of my mind, and maybe I'll get around to watching it, especially if it's just like a 1-episode thing. But who knows? This is the Nier Automata anime that started in winter 2023. I think there was some delays happening. I didn't watch it because I haven't played the game, and if I was going to experience the Nier franchise, I think I would want to do it in the game, not in the anime, so I'm just going to pass over that. Reign of Seven Spellblades just looks like a generic fantasy action show, so I'm going to just sort of looking at the description here. Unique bonds and dark secrets, and like this gives me absolutely nothing. So I'm just gonna pass over that, even though it is higher up on the list. I'm just not. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Am I actually the strongest? Is this the first time that they just had Isekai as like a tag? Not entirely sure. But that's good that it's there. That way you know. Even though I mean I could figure that out pretty quickly, just based on the title, fantasy light novel. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Or reincarnated as a baby, and amazingly, that baby's a prince. Can you give me anything new and original? I'm not giving that the light of day. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. Action, adventure, comedy, horror, supernatural, survival, suspense. It looks like it keeps going, but this has a lot of things. With 3 years under his belt at the comedy from hell, Akira Tendo is mentally and physically spent all at the ripe old age of 24. Very old, very old. If you're 24, you might as well just be on your deathbed. We're not going to talk about how old I am, but I guess in this world, I would be a zombie. Even scratched from accounting, wants nothing to do with them, then just when his life's beginning to go on big disappointment happens, the zombie apocalypse depends on Japan. Okay, so this is just like a zombie anime. No, it's okay. Load your back, let the bucket listing begin. Interesting. So zombies happen, so he's allowed to quit his job, and then he just goes on an adventure of some sort. I'm intrigued. I don't know if I should be intrigued. Okay, official ways to watch are Hulu and Netflix, so I mean, we'll see about that. This is based on a manga, so I mean, I guess I'll see what it's based on. If it's just like really, really good, it's gonna be like some sort of sleeper hit. 7.5 means that it's good for some people, but not like universally claimed to be like the best thing ever. In another anime season, I might check this out, but I don't think I'm going to. But the art style does look pretty neat. So the characters make me seem like it's not going to be as serious. Well, it does say comedy as well, so yeah. I don't know, comedy's very hit and miss, and by that I mean mostly a miss. So I think if this was a more like serious like drama show, maybe, but I don't think this is going to be for me. Ren and Girlfriend Season 3, I've never cared about Ren and Girlfriend. I'm definitely not going to invest 2 seasons worth of watching just to watch this one, being it doesn't sound like something that I would be into. Alright, but here I see psychological. Psychological is definitely a tag that I love to see. And this also looks like some sort of game, test, whatnot. So we got Liar Liar. A mind game of lies and deceit begins. At Academy Island, students battle in games to win stars, hoping to earn the prestigious title 7-star. Sprout is last year's champion is on track to win again till Hiroto. A new trans student hits the scene, surprisingly Hiroto defeats by sheer luck, and must use bluffs and trickery to stay on top. This kind of sounds like it's going to be trash in the best way. This is my jam. This sort of stuff is my jam. Is this based off of... Oh, I didn't look. This is based off a light novel. I don't know if light novels are on my anime list that you can sort of see, like, where it has the same sort of, like, score thing. It looks like it. Yeah, 7, like that. It's probably not gonna be very good. I'm gonna watch it. I swear, if like one of these anime that I just like skipped over ends up being like really good, and then I come back and say, hey, I watched this like trash strategy, whatever. Because it's probably going to be the main character comes in, wins by luck, and then just, like, wins a bunch of games against all of these, like, girls that they use for, like, ecchi bait and stuff like that. It's honestly, I can basically tell, like, I can see the whole show in my mind, and I'm still going to watch it. And I'm going to not think it's amazing, but I'm still going to end up watching it. Okay, that's my one. That's my one. Hero Classroom. All right, so we've graduated from Assassination Classroom to Spy Classroom, now to Hero Classroom. I want to be an ordinary person, someone who's normal. I've already told you, I don't have my power anymore. Blade is a carefree transfer student, something at Rosewood Academy. Blade, ordinary boys start hiding a miserable secret with seeds that start long ago with the defeat of the Demon King. And I've lost all my interest. I feel like as soon as I see the word Demon King, I'm just like, okay. That could not be more uninteresting to me at this point. The poster looks kind of cool, but... The tags are not doing it for me. I don't really care that much about ecchi harem stuff, or even really fantasy. You have to try really hard to get me invested in a fantasy world, and I just don't think this is going to do that. Well, I don't know the English titles, but this one is still Yume Miru Danshi wa Genju. That's a long word. Edisu Shugisha. It's a comedy romance. People in love with beautiful classmates. Person without getting discouraged. Be a fit together. Starts keeping it an appropriate distance from her. Be that he hates me. It should slip. Okay, it's just a random rom-com. Start of rom-com revolving around two people who just can't get the feelings across and both think their love is unrequited. It's gonna be a lot of like, oh, I love them, but they don't like me, and it's just gonna be that over and over again. And I've mentioned that I've been sort of digging the idea of like romance anime, but I much prefer to see like an actual romance happen and not just the will they won't they for like 10 episodes or like an entire season just for them to like maybe, I don't know, hold the other person's hand on like the end credit scene or something in like the last episode. So I'm just gonna pass over that. My unique skill makes me OP even at level 1. I was gonna say there better be that Isekai tag. Oh gosh, suddenly finds off. Rank F, what's more, is level stuck at 1. The lowest, wow. They're really trying to sell this. Like, he sucks. Rift is on the verge of utter despair. And it also has drop skill, all S. The most powerful unique skill there is, of course. There's nothing unique about this. The art style actually looks like it could be cool, but also looks like it could be terrible. So, no thanks. Bungo Stray Dogs 5. I've heard people that like Bungo Stray Dogs. I've heard that season 4 is pretty good, and season 5 is right around the corner. So y'all can watch that. I tried to watch the first season, and I just can't get through it. It's just not that interesting to me. I don't like the characters enough. Even though this poster looks really, really cool. So the show might be really, really good now, but I'm just gonna pass over it because I can't invest that much time into something I just don't care about. Okay, we have My Tiny Senpai. Adult cast. Okay, that's a tag that I don't think I've seen before, but I do like adult cast. I relate more to adults than I do children, because I'm an adult myself. Started his new job. He didn't expect his superior to be so cute. He struggled to learn the ropes until Katase, his tiny and kind senpai, took him under her wing. Now as he grew closer, he hopes her attention might mean something more. Okay, now hold on. This anime studio looks vaguely familiar. Oh gosh, they changed the way this is like formatted. So this is all the stuff that they did. Okay, the Ancient Store spoilers we are on. I didn't watch that, but that's why this studio looks familiar. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else. I'm on the fence with this one. I guess I'll look at the source material just to see. I feel like if the characters are really well done, This could be nice and wholesome. It could be the complete opposite. Based on that and the score, I feel like it's going to be in the less wholesome, so I'm going to skip over that one. Rurouni Kenshin 2023, I don't have any interest in. I think the original series is fine, but it kind of was a little boring for me. It's very action heavy, and action for the sake of action is kind of boring for me. I don't know if I'm like properly explaining that. But that's why I don't watch a lot of action shows unless the characters behind it are really good. Not to say the show has bad characters, it's just like, it was just kind of slow. Product of its time. So they're redoing it, and that's not even touching on the whole, author controversy. So that's not stopping you from watching it. I probably wouldn't watch it regardless, but that's definitely not a boon in its favor. So I know, some of my friends are very, very big Rurouni Kenshin fans, so they might like it, and it might be good. Because this is a highly touted anime. I just don't really like it. So Ayakashi Triangle sounds familiar? Okay, episode 7. I was like, this is like already airing. And I'm not watching it, so I'll just skip over it. Eden Zero Season 2. I'm not watching Eden Zero. That also began... Oh, that began last year. Okay, is this just like airing like every week? Oh, it's episode 14. I don't know. Who cares? I'm not watching it. What I am going to watch is Reborn as a Vending Machine. I now wander the dungeon. And if you think I'm joking, you're out of your mind. Look at this cute vending machine. Like, look at it. You can't tell me that that's not peak character design. The future of the fantasy world now live. Actually, I kind of just don't want to know anything about this. I kind of want this to be like the biggest piece of trash that I've like ever laid my eyes on, or like I want it to be so bad it's good. So I actually don't want to know anything about it. But I'm assuming that a main character gets reborn as a vending machine and then wanders the dungeon. For sheer curiosity, I am going to see what the source material is rated, because I bet it's super low. No? Okay. That's probably a mixture of people that just think it's hilarious and people that don't. Watch it be like legitimately good, and there's like actually good characters in this. I don't know, but I'm watching Vending Machine anime. The Duke of Death is made season 2, didn't watch season 1, so I'm just going to skip over that. The Great Cleric is another isekai. I generally don't care about isekai, unless you're going to be absurd like this one. Keep isekai out of my face. Former salaryman, become peerless, shot to death before falling in danger. Skill training is much harder. Okay, then he takes steroids and becomes amazing. Okay. No thanks. The most heretical last boss queen, from villainous to savior. That's a stream of words, I guess. 20 years old, she realized she's been reincarnated, destined to become the future wicked queen and final boss of an ultimate game. Oh, okay, it's one of these. Oh, okay. It's one of these where she's the evil boss in a video game and needs to try and be good. I don't know. I didn't realize that this has become like an entire genre right now. It's just ripping off of My Life as a Villainous. That was the first one that I saw or noticed as an anime. The source material might not have come out in that order, but it's just every time I see the same description, I'm just like, oh, okay. So it's like My Life as a Villainous, but probably worse. So no thanks. My Happy Marriage, fantasy historical romance. Born talentless to a noble family, famous for their supernatural ability, Miyo Saimori, existence servitude. Problems of marriageable age, though, her hopes being whisked away. Crumble after she discovers her fiance's identity. Kyoka Kudo, commander apparently so cold and cool that his previous would-be brides all fled within 3 days, with no home to return to. Finds herself to her fate and soon finds that her pale and beautiful husband-to-be is anything but the monster she expected. Oh. They slowly open their hearts to each other. I'm going to look at the source material for this. So, at first, I thought this was going to be like, oh, like, he's going to be, like, actually terrible to her, and it's going to be, like, terrible, and she's going to have to suck it up until, like, something comes in, like, saves her from, like, a situation or something. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, watching, domestic abuse, the anime or something. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that. In fact, it might just be the complete opposite, and if it's very wholesome with good characters, there's a chance. I'm not entirely sure. So it's this studio here. Oh, they did Shield Hero and Made in Abyss. Those are two very opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of quality. Okay, I didn't realize they were Made in Abyss people. That's interesting. Is there anything that can sort of I haven't actually watched Star Wars Visions. I feel like there's a lot of pretty good stuff here. I give them the benefit of the doubt and maybe check this out. I feel like if there's any anime that I would drop, it would be this one. But I'll at least keep the tab open for now and then decide at the end of the video if that's something I'm actually going to commit myself to or not. Fate Strange Fake, Whispers of Dawn. Oh my gosh, there's so many Fate series that now they're making fake ones. It's crazy. I only ever saw Fate Zero, which is supposedly the best one. Didn't like it, so I have no interest in returning to the Fate series, even though every time I like see it, I'm just like, man, this seems like this would be so good. I wish I really liked Fate, but I don't. So Fate fans, there you go. Tell you a reason. Ever Darkness and Secret Hideout, the animation. Okay, it's based on a game, which is not promising. Run by a lake, time travel slowly. Is there anything exciting to do? One day she seeks to do a little boat and have the first adventure called Alchemy. Full Metal Alchemist. Fully enchanted by this power as teaching. Okay. I don't see anything amazing, so I'm just gonna skip over that for now. Like you gotta sort of jump out and wow me in some way for me to watch anything this season. Or look like complete trash. That would be fun to watch. It's gotta be one of the two. Sweet Reincarnation, Fancy Gourmet. Gourmet is like a tag with East Guy. A boy named Pastry is said to become the next lord of the destitute dominion of Mortalin. He's no forever remarkable talent for his age. Genius pastry chef. Still retains his determination to make sweets. Any challenge to stand before him, including bandits attacking his domain. What? His own ingenuity and love for making sweets. I don't understand how that's gonna work. I don't. This doesn't sound like it's gonna be trash enough to be funny. It doesn't sound like it's gonna be good enough, but I do think that there's definitely an audience for this. This seems vaguely interesting, and again, maybe in a different anime season I would give it a chance. But unless I hear overwhelmingly positive things, I only have limited time, so I'm gonna skip over it for this season probably. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beast, Anthropomorphic. They really just added a bunch of new tags. Okay, but this is an anime that's been airing and I haven't heard much about, so I'm going to assume it isn't like amazing. So, okay, I'm not going to. I also see romance between. I don't know how to explain this because I don't have any problems with like the anthropomorphic animals. But if the romance is between one of the animals and this girl or whatever, then that's sort of where it's like it weirds me out a little bit. Like, you know, the romance either needs to be between two anthropomorphic animals or like two humans, and crossing that barrier just seems like it's hard to feel genuine. I don't know. That's just not something I'm there for. So I don't even know if that's the case, but that's the vibe I get from looking at that. No one can live on loneliness. I don't know why this sounds like it could be wholesome, and then I just see the poster, and then I see like ecchi harem, and I'm just like, I'm gonna assume this is not for me. I'll become a monk. Suddenly, stoic life. I'm really just like getting through this. Rom-com about the temple. No thanks. Dark Gathering, if I'm not mistaken, isn't OLM the? Oh yeah. They're summertime rendering. They're Tommy can't communicate. I thought there was something else. Okay, I'm mixing up whoever did Odd Taxi with these ones. But even still, this is horror, supernatural, devastating encounter with the restless spirit, ghost fearing psychic. He was shut in to avoid additional spectral catastrophes, but no man is a haunted island. Eventually integrates with society by getting a part-time job. Isn't an academic genius. She's a talented psychic medium hell-bent on finding the malevolent spirit. Okay, I don't see anything amazing jumping out here, but it also doesn't look bad. Also, like, I haven't looked at anything else, but I have been noticing. It says the source High Dive. High Dive generally actually it has some pretty good collection of anime, especially when it comes out with new anime. I feel like a lot of the hidden gems, like in any season, or like in, you know, the spring season with like Oshi no Ko, it's like I feel like High Dive always has like a couple animes that are like really worth watching like each season. They're like a sleeper, like, I don't know, anime streaming service. I feel like there's always something worth watching there. Oh no, here comes the decision. Spy Classroom Season 2. I watched the first season. It wasn't very good. Was it not? Was it so not good that I want to continue and see how bad it gets? Or am I willing to let myself stop at one season? I think I'm willing to let myself stop at one season, mostly because I have the vending machine anime and that liar liar like chess one thing. So I think that's going to fill my desire for bad anime. And I don't think this is going to do enough. I don't think it's going to become trash enough to warrant watching it more. I think 12 episodes was enough torture. So I'll leave Spy Classroom Season 2 for right there. Blue Orchestra, man, I fell off of Blue Orchestra so hard. So this is a continuing anime from the spring. I thought the first couple episodes were fantastic. I think episode 2 was one of the best episodes of anime that I've seen in recent history. And then the characters just became flat. There's so much CGI that's so off-putting. And I'm not usually one that cares about that, but it was so off-putting. I couldn't even, like, look at the screen, like, for half the show. And I think they repeat a lot of the same music as well. There's not a ton of variety. So, man, what a disappointing anime for me. It really started off so strong. You have Helk. Okay, action fantasy. Probably not. I see Demon King. I see Helk. I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm choking every time I say the name of the anime. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. I think I've heard pretty good things about this, but I never actually watched it. But that's pretty cool. That's getting a second core there. I thought this said Undead Murder Face, and I was like, yes. But now it says Undead Murder Farce, and I'm like, less interesting. Vampire animes always sound good, but I've yet to find one that I have actually liked. And other paranormal creatures, Demon Killer, solving supernatural mystery, watching search for lost bodies. I think this doesn't have any like backing from anything that looks familiar. Like I've never heard of this anime studio. They haven't done anything that I've really heard of. It's like way down here. Vampire. I'm gonna skip over it. There's a chance that I could give this a look, but I don't think I will this season. Okay, let's just keep moving on. I don't want this video to be too long. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero. Silverlink sounds familiar. Comedy. If it's really funny, we'll see. After his embarrassing debut, Demon Lord is back and ready for revenge after 10 years apart. The hero isn't the dashing do-gooder the Demon Lord remembers. Max is turned to a shut-in slob with no interest in epic rematch. Okay, so this is just going to be the comedy around the Demon Lord wanting revenge, and the hero doesn't like want to fight. Okay, that doesn't sound funny to me, but if it sounds funny to you, then it might be played off well. It looks like a pretty good art style for a good comedy, potentially. Malevolent Spirits Monogatari Season 2. I don't remember when Season 1 was. I don't think I've ever heard of this, so I will not be watching that. Yohane the Parhelion. Wow, I cannot read. I thought the E and the H were in different spots. Sunshine in the Mirror. Girl, nobody knows the story of the girl that everybody knows. Okay. Scenic Port Town, a girl struggling to fit in the surroundings. Okay. I mean, this could be okay. I do like music. But I'll just say the girls look a little young for me to be all that interested. If the only selling point is like, oh, small cute girls playing music, that's not gonna be enough for me. So I'm just gonna skip over that. Ayaka with only fantasy. Fantasy is the only tag. And it's an original. I love seeing original anime because you never know what you're gonna get. Story follows Yukito Yanagi, an orphan who one day encounters an eccentric disciple of his father's. Strange man takes him to his birthplace. Meet up 7 islands. Strange father meet Tama and dragons a room to reside. Yukito meets his father's 2 other disciples to protect the harmony of Ayakajima, which soon threatens to collapse. Do I give this a chance? I don't think I've heard of any of these. Oh, I've heard of Life Lessons with Uramachi Onisan. I might give it a chance because it sounds interesting. But it sounds like it could be terrible, but it sounds like it could be really interesting. And because it's an original, you just really never know. And yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Drama psychological sci-fi with the gene of AI. Human doctor who specializes in treating humanoids come to him with various problems. Only humans, humanoids, and robots live alongside one another in daily life. This is a human doctor who treats humanoids. Wide-ranging story that examines the problems that arise. human's perspective, not by focusing on war, terrorism, murder, but instead on love and friendship. That's weird with the tags of being drama, psychological, sci-fi, if it's going to be like a wholesome, episodic, like, story of the week type thing. It doesn't even seem like it's going to have like one straight through line. I don't think I'm going to watch this, but I just want to check out the manga that is based on, because I'm very confused with the tags there. Oh, it doesn't even have a score. it doesn't have a score. It is finished. There's like no reviews. So this is just a complete wild card. I'm going to skip over it, but if this looks interesting to anybody, let me know how it goes for you. Detective Conan is like always here. The masterful cat is depressed again today. Okay, took it a stray black cat. Is this just Clifford the Big Red Dog, but modern anime version? Never expected it becomes equivalent to a housekeeping life partner. A giant cat who towers over Saku is not your ordinary feline. Takes great pride in his culinary skills. I'm going to say no, but there's a world where I maybe check this out if enough people are like, hey, this is actually really funny. But I can't get behind that design. That looks kind of terrible. So maybe if it wasn't that bad. But no, I'm not gonna do that. Sin Duality Noir. Sci-fi. Here's the New Moves. Great Disaster. Nest Settlements. Okay. The poster of the art style is not inspiring confidence. I'm not entirely sure why. I did something about it. It makes me think that I'm not gonna like it. Mixed Meisei Story Season 2. I've already said that I don't really like that anime. I watched the first season. It was not very good. Season 2 has been happening. So if you're a fan and have been watching it, then there you go. You get more. Bang Dream. It's my go. I've heard of Bang Dream, I think. Sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not going to watch it. Run for Money, The Great Mission, with no synopsis. But a high-stakes game, sci-fi. I don't know. Could be cool. I think we're probably getting towards the bottom here with like all the kids and whatnot. They're like, Soaring Sky, Pretty Cure. Wait, this original. See, it looks too cutesy. I want my magical girl animes to have a little bit of edge and darkness to it. But I think, yeah, that's just going to be pure and wholesome. I'm on Shinchan, Yu-Gi-Oh! This is like stuff that I feel like I just see like every time. It's Theater of Darkness, Yamishibai 11, Folk Tales. It's just based. This is just a horror supernatural anime based off of folk tales. Interesting. There's gonna be there's gonna be little short form things. Interesting. If I ever come across it, that could be cool, but it's not really gonna be like a full anime watch. Yeah, I think all of these is just sort of stuff that's normally here. I just want to make sure that there isn't. Sometimes they sneak like, I don't want to. They sneak like real, like normal anime, like sometimes down here as well, alongside the kids and the continuous and short form stuff that ends it way like towards the bottom. So I just want to make sure that I'm not skipping over anything that you know might be worth checking out. But I don't think I do. So as of right now, I'm just gonna start. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So definitely I'll watch Horimiya. I will potentially try to watch Mushoku Tensei, whether I get to season 2 or not. Remains to be seen. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 for sure. Liar Liar, reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon. As a result of the other things that I've picked, I'm definitely just going to try to watch My Happy Marriage, and I'll give Ayaka a try. So that's 7 anime. That's less than the like 12 or whatever I tried to watch last season. So, and I'm not even sure that I'm going to finish watching Ayaka or My Happy Marriage or even make it to Mushoku Tensei. So there's a chance that I end the season only watching like 4 or 5 anime. I still have some other ones to catch up on, so I think I kind of got my wish. Hopefully there isn't a bunch of hidden gems that I get told about that I have to watch. I say that like it's a bad thing. It's like, oh, it's such a hard part of my life is I might have to watch a couple more anime. Oh no. But that's what I see now. That is what's going to be going on my list of planning to watch. If there's anything that I missed, or you know, if you know information that I did not see that you would like to share with me as to why I should maybe watch something or maybe not watch something, feel free to let me know. But let me know what you're excited about, and I will see you all when we recap this anime season, see what was good, what was not good, And yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed these. People tend to enjoy these videos, so I'm going to keep doing them. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking of the summer. Yeah, let me know what you're thinking of the upcoming summer season, and I will see you all around. So till then.